Greenheck, building value in air.
Hello, I'm Mike Carter, an application engineering specialist for Greenheck. In this video, we will walk through troubleshooting of the Fire-Ready Range Hood. It is highly recommended to have a copy of the Installation and Operations Manual, IOM, on hand before arriving on site. The IOM contains important information regarding the installation, maintenance, and troubleshooting if needed. It also has copies of wiring diagrams that will help in the process of wiring the hood. A copy of this document ships in the product packaging and is also available at greenheck.com. Let's begin by lowering the hood into the service position. Pull down on the two tabs and release the mesh filter from its rack. Once you remove the filter, you will see two clamps in each corner holding the hood upright and in its normal position. With a helper to support the weight of the hood, press the red button on the bottom side of one clamp to unlock it. Then pull the large red handle down. Repeat this on the other side. Release the clamps one at a time, pushing up on the bottom of the front lip of the hood to ease release. This hood weighs up to 93 pounds, so be sure to inspect the safety cable and its clips to ensure it's been correctly installed and secured. With both clamps released, keep upward pressure on the front edge of the hood and pull this safety bolt downwards with a firm grip on the black handle. After the bolt is released, slowly let the hood pivot down until the cable is tight and supporting the hood weight. This is the fire suppression control board. Here we can see the fire suppression tank and solenoid release. This is the programmable logic controller. In this particular hood, we have an internal exhaust fan, although your hood may have a fan external to the hood instead. This is a terminal block strip. These are relays. This is your 1 temperature sensor, and these are your fire system sensors 1 and 2. Pressing then releasing the test button on the fire system control board will begin a diagnostic test, putting the system into a test mode. This is a way to identify that the system is working properly and that the range disconnect shuts off fuel to the hood without discharging the fire suppression wet chemical. After the test mode sequence is started, if any particular test fails, a specific number of audible chirps will represent the failure code. There will also be a visible quick flash of the red indicator on the fire suppression control board. If multiple tests fail, then you will hear multiple series of beeps with a pause in between each to identify multiple failure codes. After failing any part of the test, the control board will return to a slowly flashing red indicator. If all 6 tests pass, the unit will enter a shut-off sequence. The Fire-Ready Range Hood also has the ability to detect and display faults, showing them in the top notification bar on the touchscreen, replacing the standard time and date information. If there is more than one fault, they will sequentially cycle on the notification bar. Any system fault will shut off the range. A high temperature fault will occur if the temperature under the hood has exceeded the high temperature alarm set point, defaulted at 180 degrees Fahrenheit. In addition to the notification, the unlock range icon will turn red. A temperature sensor fault will display when a temperature sensor is not connected properly or is faulty. The gas reset fault will appear when the gas disconnect does not properly reset upon attempting to unlock the range. The kitchen fire detected message will occur when the temperature reaches 216 degrees Fahrenheit or if the remote pull station has been pulled. After successfully passing all 6 diagnostic tests and pressing the reset button on the fire suppression control board, the board will display a solid green light for 2 seconds, and then the unit will enter into fire detect mode, or in other words, ready mode. As mentioned, the number of chirps during the fire suppression test indicates what may have gone wrong during the test. A single chirp from the buzzer indicates a potential problem on the Fire Sensor 1 circuit or the remote pull station has an issue. Check the connections for Sensor 1 at the circuit board. If connections and wiring test OK, replace the sensor. 2 chirps from the buzzer indicates a potential problem on the fire sensor 2 circuit. Check the connections for sensor 2 at the circuit board. If connections and wiring test OK, replace the sensor. 3 chirps indicate the 9-volt battery voltage is low. Simply replace the battery. 4 chirps indicate the suppression tank solenoid circuit has a problem. Check the wiring for loose connections or faulty wiring. If connections and wiring test OK, replace the solenoid. 5 chirps indicate low pressure is detected in the fire suppression tank. Check the suppression tank gauge. Recharge or replace the tank as required. 6 chirps indicate the pull pin is not installed in the control board socket. Verify that the pin is properly installed. A range shutoff sequence will consist of a disconnect of the power or gas source from the appliance, an audible alarm tone, then, after the 10-second alarm, the unit will begin to issue 1 chirp every minute to alert users that the fire suppression system needs to be serviced. There are 6 things that can lead to a range shutoff occurring. Let's discuss these, starting with the most likely cause. 1. Low battery indication has persisted for at least 4.5 hours. 2. A test sequence was executed successfully and the system has not been manually reset. 3. The pull pin was removed from its socket. 4. The fire suppression tank has low pressure. 5. An open circuit was detected on one of the fire detection sensors. 6. An open circuit was detected on the suppression tank solenoid. A fire alarm sequence will only occur after the detection of extreme high temperatures exceeding 216 degrees Fahrenheit, or if the optional manual pull station is pulled. The fire sequence causes an audible alarm, fire system wet chemical discharge, and fuel shutoff via the disconnect assembly. For resetting the fire system and fire chemical cleanup, please consult the IOM or call factory technical support for more details. For more information about Greenheck, visit greenheck.com. You can also contact our technical support team at 1-800-371-6858. Thank you for choosing Greenheck.